Hello foodie, this is Tony. Welcome back to Trophy Food Experiences. Today I'm doing a review of a recent dinner I had at Elisa Restaurant, which is located at 1109 Hamilton Street in Vancouver. It's a contemporary steakhouse, and I've been there before but haven't been there for a while. I've really enjoyed it in the past, and it's a good compare and contrast to High's Steakhouse, which I really love, and I'll put the review of that restaurant at the end of this video. So we started off the night with some appetizers. So this is the first one. This is the Jamon Iberico de la Burrata, which is Cinco Jotas ham from Jabongo, Spain, 100% Iberico, free range, acorn fed, with some panicate tomato, which is kind of a bread. And this is $52. Compare and contrast to the one I just had at Jamaria, very similar. But you know, it's a little bit more upscale in terms of the market, but it was a really nice starter. Next, we had the classic beef tartare. They have a lot of different tartares: veal, bison, yellowfin, vegetable. They have a tasting trio. So this was $22. I thought it was a good deal. Caramelized shallot, aioli, crunchy onions, and a grilled bread. So again, nice. We kind of shared everything among our table, and it's kind of nice to get a little bite of each thing. Short video of our food before we move on to the next course. Next thing we had was the Caesar salad, which is gem lettuce, parmesan, Don Cote anchovy, sourdough croutons for $21. As compared to High's, I think the High's is a little bit better, just because there's tableside service. But this was actually fine. It was very tasty and well made. Next was the Burrata from Puglia. This is golden, delicious apple, hazelnuts, and radicchio, spring petals, miso vinaigrette with fenugreek and ufra biber for $26. Again, nice starter. I think it'd be a little bit too much for one person or for even two. We had a group of four. It was really nice to just share a little bit of everything. So far, all the dishes have been good, and also the service standard is really good. They know their stuff in terms of the sommeliers are very attentive and know the wines, and also are very friendly. So we brought in our own wine. They do have corkage. I believe it's $40 or $50 a bottle. So of course you have to bring in some nice bottles if that's going to make it worthwhile. So we serve some really great bottles, and again, the sommelier team had good experience. They were very familiar with how to open old bottles of wine. They had the right glasses. They had the right service standard, and very knowledgeable and also very friendly. Now we move to some of the sides. So we had shared a mac and cheese. This is with summer truffle and comp cheese, $19. Delicious, decadent, not much else you can say. You can't have steak without some mushrooms. So this is wild and foraged mushrooms, sauteed for $18. Again, nice side dish. Maybe a tad expensive on this, but you know, it was good. Onion rings, a guilty pleasure, but really good. This was buttermilk fried with ranch dressing for $13. Delicious. I just scarfed these back, and really crispy, not too oily. Really enjoyed this. Just a short video of our sides before we get into the main course, which is steaks. And this is really sets apart the other steakhouses. They have so many different types of steaks, and we had a selection which we shared among our table. So we had, and the next video will explain which ones are which ones, but we had the Snake River Farms from Idaho. We had the Wagyu strip loin cut, and then we had I think from Alberta we had the Brent Lake Farm. Then we had also from California the Holstein, and then we also had another one from Kansas, the American Black Angus. And it was really neat to taste the different ones. For me, I liked the Snake River, Idaho. That was really, it was Wagyu, and it was not as oily and kind of buttery as a Japanese Wagyu. So I liked that very much. And then the Alberta Brent Lake Farm was really good, actually. So it proves that Canadian steaks can do as well as the other ones. Washington and the Kansas were good also, but it was just nice to have kind of a compare and contrast with the different steaks, and that really, I think, sets apart Eliza.
Snake River Wagyu tenderloin,
Okay.
all right, from Idaho. Come on in, Claire. And then I've got your 8-ounce Angus tenderloin. That is your Holstein Dairy Cow strip loin. And then you've got your Pine Haven dry aged ribeye from Alberta.
Okay. In summary, I really enjoyed the experience, the great ambiance. It's a great compare and contrast to High's Steakhouse, which I also really enjoy. So I'm going to give this a highly recommend, but for a totally different reason. It's two different types of styles. High's is more classic. It's got a lot of tableside service. The steaks are very well done, whereas for this Eliza, it's got a lot more casual, contemporary atmosphere, a little bit more variety on the menu. They've got more steak variety and a little bit more variety in terms of their starters. So it's a little bit more modern style, but both are really, really good, and I highly recommend both of them. Hope you've enjoyed this review. Until next time, happy eating.